Hey everyone, I'm Carolyn and welcome back to another episode of As I See It. If you clicked on the thumbnail because you saw my face, this is not my RV channel, this is my political channel. So I took a little time off from all my work, and this kind of now falls in the category of I just didn't feel like making videos. I'm back. My energy's still a little off. My breathing is still a little off. Took a COVID test, that's not what it is, but my brain is working again in overtime, so I wanted to talk about Kamala Harris's pick for vice president and my thoughts on it. I think I was rooting for Shapiro because I had seen a couple videos of him, and I like that he doesn't take any crap and that he could kind of sling it back at Trump. I had seen one interview with Walz, and I thought, yeah, he's good too. And the more I have heard from him, the more I have gotten to know him. I've been kind of addicted to watching the rallies, even though they're getting a little repetitive, just because it's so refreshing to feel good again. And the more I get to know Walz, the more I hear him, the more I think he was the perfect choice. And here is my take on why I think he is an excellent choice. He is a role model for men in this country. For too long, we've had Trump and MAGA and this movement of toxic masculinity. And I've talked about toxic masculinity before. I've even talked about it on my other channel. And the most toxic men get really upset when we talk about toxic masculinity because toxic men aren't able to hear, because toxic men make everything about themselves, because toxic men can't put themselves in someone else's shoes and forget about their own baggage for a minute and see the truth. So, of course, they have to make everything about them. So toxic men think that when we talk about toxic masculinity, it's about all men. It's not about all men. It's about you, right? And you have validated our point that you're toxic because you can't separate yourself. You follow me, right? But what I love about Walz is he is a great example of healthy masculinity. He's vulnerable. His smile melts my heart. He has done good in his state for women by they're calling him Tampon Tim because he put tampon machines, he was the leader in putting tampon machines in school bathrooms. Not boys' rooms like the right wing is telling you, but menstruating people's bathrooms, period. No pun intended. He's not afraid to address that issue. He's not afraid to feed hungry kids and make lunch and breakfast free for students. He's not afraid to express his love for his family and show. I've seen clips of him and his daughter, and they just melt my heart. As a product of a toxic male, that's an understatement, toxic, abusive, disgusting, psychopathic male, it is heartwarming to see a healthy father relationship. Trump doesn't have a healthy relationship with his kids. Look at his kids. They're a mess. So I think that we have Kamala Harris now at the top of the ticket, a woman who brings a woman's perspective, a woman's, how do I say this without sounding sexist? A woman is going to bring something different to politics than 250, 300 years of men have, right? Women might have different priorities as far as, feeding children rather than investing in nukes and investing in war. And I think Tim Walz has some of those qualities. He is an excellent example of a healthy man. And I think not only do men in our country need that, because we've had so many years of this toxic masculinity, the bullying, the name calling, the normalizing of sexual assault and sexual abuse, and people who still just want to dismiss him. No, he didn't really sexual assault anybody. She's lying. That's what we have been living under for the last 8 years. And we now have a healthy, at least from what I've been able to see so far. I mean, he's not perfect. No man is. No person is. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. but he's a great example of a healthy masculine, of a healthy man who has a good balance of nurturing and caring about other people and strength, because he's also not a wimp. He's speaking up. It's nobody's damn business. I said that in a video a couple weeks ago. You know what? It's nobody's damn business. And now they're using that in the campaign, and I'm like, yes, right on. But this is one of the things I love about him. Not only does he have some really good progressive policies that I think are going to be a very good complement to Kamala Harris's policies, I think it's really important that we have somebody who's younger with more energy. I mean, Biden was also a great role model, but we have somebody who's got dad energy, right? Not great grandpa energy. We've got somebody who's got dad energy, who's bringing to the forefront what it looks like to have healthy relationships, to not be a bully, to say, you know what, it's okay to talk about periods and women's hygiene products, and it's okay to feed kids and do good for humankind. And he's also a hunter, and he's also served in the military. So like I said, he's got a very good nurturing side, as well as a side of strength and what strength means in our society. And honestly, I don't think Republicans know quite what to do with him, right? Because he does have such a balance, because he is a hunter, he is a military guy, and he can still have a vulnerable, nurturing side. So he's got really, really good policies, in addition to, I think, being a really good role model for all men. So I'm excited. This is a winning ticket. I do have some concerns about Trump putting his lackeys in place. We'll talk about that in a future video. So what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts below. What do you think about Walz? What do you think about Harris? Are you excited? Are you feeling hopeful? Leave your comments below. And thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time. This is how I see it. I should have said that. But that's how I see it. How do you see it? I got to get in the practice of saying that. All right, I'll see you soon.